Assalamualaikum, my name is Tahir Naeem and we are studying e-commerce. So far we have covered 9 lecture and today is our 10th lecture. The title of our today lecture is HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. This is outline of our today lecture. First of all, we will discuss what is HTML, then we will move on to web browser. Then we will discuss the source code of the web browser, and then we will look at how to look at the code. Then we will look at the notepad. Then we will discuss a simple HTML document. Then we will learn how to save a document, a program. Then we will run the program, and then we will explain the code. Then we will discuss different elements of HTML, and then we will move on to HTML page structure, and then we will look at some history of HTML. First of all, what is HTML? As I have discussed earlier, that HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is standard markup language for web pages. You can create your own website with HTML. HTML describes the structure of a web page. HTML consists of a series of elements. HTML elements tell the browser how to display the contents. HTML elements label pieces of content such as double quotes, this is heading, close the double quote, or this is paragraph enclosed in the double quotes, or this is link, etc. Browser. Web browser. The purpose of web browser, Chrome, Edge, Safari, Firefox, etc. is to read HTML documents and display them correctly. Up till now, when you have used the web browser, typically you have write the address of a website, then you have press enter, and the resultant website is opened. So here basically a web browser read HTML documents and display them. A browser does not display the HTML tags but uses them to determine how to display the document. So the HTML tags are not shown in the web browser, rather than the contents inside the tags are displayed. So here I am giving you an example of a web browser. Here I have opened the Google. I have given the Google address, and this correspondence website is open. Here is you can see when you right click on this web browser, there are typically back, refresh, save as, print, and view source, view code source. So these are different options available with you. Whenever I click on view page source or control U, I press control U, the resultant source code is displayed in the web browser. Here when I click view source code, this is displayed, or if you are using any other browser it may vary, but the contents remain the same. So here the example of the source code. Looking at the code. So what will you do if you are using the earlier version of a web browser? Then what will you do? You have to go to file and then view menu and then select the source. Just I am giving you the example here. Look at this. This is in Internet Explorer earlier version. I have to go to file and then view source, or I can right click on it, and what it will be displayed is I have shown you earlier. This will be displayed. This is the source code and it will be displayed in the notepad. Notepad. What is Notepad? Basically Notepad is the utility program given in the Windows. So how HTML, we learn HTML using Notepad or any other text editor. Basically we will be using Notepad for our HTML coding, while you can use any other text editor. There are a lot of other text editors available in the market. Web pages can be created and modified by using professional HTML editors. However, for learning HTML, we recommend a simple text editor like Notepad because it's a simple, or for Mac you can use text editor. We believe in that using a simple text editor is a good way to learn HTML. Follow the step below to create your own first web page with Notepad. So here, what will you do? How you open it? You should open your start screen, Windows symbol at the left bottom on your screen. Type Notepad and then press enter. So Notepad will be available to you. Or if you are using Windows 7 or earlier, you have to go to start, then click on programs, and then click on accessories, then click on Notepad, and the resultant Notepad utility program will be opened. Here, look at this. This is the typically Notepad. I have given the image in my slides. Simple HTML document. Now we look at how we can create a simple HTML program. So first of all, you will write down HTML in the brackets. This is called tag. Then we will locate a head. Then you should write the title, and this is my first page. This you can change it to anything, and you have to close whenever there is a slash before any tag, then it means that the resultant tag is closed. Head, and head, whenever this is HTML is the whole document, while head is start from here and ends here, while the title starts from here and ends here. So body is body of the text starts from here. This is displayed inside the web browser. A simple page with just this sentence. So here this text will be displayed to us, and then you close the body of the program, and then you close the whole program, HTML/HTML. The program. So I will write the above code, the previous code in Notepad. How will I save it? So save file on your computer, select file. I will go in the Notepad into file, and save is in Notepad menu. So the name the file index.html. You can name any while I have named it index.html, and set the encoding UTF-8, which is the preference encoding for HTML files. You can either use HTML or HTML is file extension. It doesn't bother it too much. There is no difference. It's up to you which extension do you use. Here, look at this. I have write this code of HTML head and all the program which I have written in the previous slides. And how I will save? I will go to in the file menu and press the save as I have described here. And here you will you will select the all files, and here you will. So here I have write 1.html. You can write this is one is the name of the program. So you can give any name according to your wish, and then you can save it anywhere in your computer. You will run the program. So when I save the program, then I can open and save the HTML files in your favorite browser. So you can double click on a file, or right click on the file and choose open with, and open with your favorite browser, or you can open it in your default browser. The result will look much like this. So this is the result. Here, look at this, a simple page with just this sentence. This is the text which I have told you about, and this will display. And here my first page is, I have given in the title my first page. It is displayed here. Code explanation. The HTML elements is the root element of any HTML page. The head elements contain meta information about HTML pages. The title element specifies a title for the HTML page, which is shown in the browser title bar or the page tag. The body elements defines the document body and its container for all the visible contents such as heading, paragraph, images, hyperlink, tables, lists, etc., which we will discuss later on in the course. HTML elements. In HTML, elements is defined by a start tag, some contents, and an end tag. So whenever, as I have discussed earlier, that whenever you will open a tag, start tag, and then you can write some contents, and then you can end tag. How you will end? You will put slash before the tag. Just like this is the rough structure. Here you can write the tag name and open and close the bracket, and then here you can write the contents. Then you will open the bracket, then you will put slash before tag name, meaning it is closed. And HTML elements is everything from start tag to the end tag. Here I am giving you example. Here I am writing a header 1 and header 1 tag, and this you are my first heading, and then you can close the tag. Here I am paragraph. This is my first paragraph. This is the example of paragraph. Some HTML elements have no contents, like bracket elements. These elements are called empty elements. Empty elements do not have end tag. HTML page structure. How this is a typical, I am trying to give you an idea. First of all, this HTML starts from here and ends here. So it is covering the whole, you can see this is covering the whole document. Head, as you can see, the head covers from there to there. Anything written in between is called by head. And here title, and title is called from here to here. And body, so there are main parts: head, body. This program consists of, while body is start from here, and you can write different tags. Is shown in head 1, paragraph 1, paragraph, and this is closed. Here the body is closed. So this covers from here to here. Only the body area or the white area is displayed by the browser. As I have discussed earlier, that the contents written in the body is displayed in the browser, while this is not open, this is not shown in this color is not shown in the browser. Here I am giving you a simple history of HTML. Since the early days of WWW or World Wide Web, there has been many versions of HTML. So first of all, I will start from 1989. Here Tim Berners invented WW. Then 1991 this Tim Berners invented HTML. Then 1993 Dave Eggert drafted HTML plus. Then 1995 another version came up, HTML Working Group defined HTML 2.0, and then 1997 W3C recommendation HTML 3.2, and then 99 W3C recommendation HTML 4.01, and then 2000 HTML 1.0, 2008 Words HTML5 first public draft, 2010, and then 2014 W3C recommendation HTML5, and 2016 W3C candidate recommendation HTML 5.1, 2017 W3C recommendation HTML 1.2 second edition, W3C recommendation HTML 5.2, and 2007. So this is the brief history of HTML, how it is evolved today. These are the reference from where I have prepared my lecture. You can look at more detail for the contents given in the slides. Thank you. If you have any queries regarding today's lecture, please feel free to contact me. I will be more than happy to allay your concern. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.